Hi, my name is Andrew, and today I'm going to show you how to download and install Mininet and set up a few network topologies and view them in your HP SDN controller. So what you're first going to want to do is load up your virtual machine and open up the terminal. The next thing you're going to do is do sudo apt-get install git. It'll ask you for your password, you type that in, and you'll verify by hitting Y for yes. The reason why we do this is because we need to get a clone of a Git repository from Mininet, so that's why we installed Git. Next thing you're going to want to do is do git. You'll do git clone git github.com/mininet/mininet, and we'll install Mininet by doing mininet/util/install.sh space -nfv. This will install Mininet, Open vSwitch, and OpenFlow. So by the end of this, what we're going to want to do is be able to open this SDN. Today is the So it's finished downloading. If you run into an error with the Open vSwitch running, that won't be a problem for what we're using it for, so it won't affect Mininet. Now to set up our first topology, what we're going to do is do sudo space mn. Mn is how to start Mininet, so you'll do mn and then --topo, and you'll choose the topology. The first one we're going to do is a tree with the depth of 3 and a default fan out for Mininet. So that'll create an 8-host 7-switch tree topology. And since we're using a remote controller, we'll do --controller equal remote. And it'll set up the host and the switches, and then it'll add the links. We're going to do a simple ping all command, and that sent out the packets, and none were dropped, so we should be able to see that in the network topology. And there it is, the 7 switches. Go to the monitor, and you can see again the 7 switches. So now we're going to set up our next network topology, and to do that, we'll just hit exit. And then after you exit, you should get into the habit of doing sudo mn-c. That'll clean up your previous network history. So if we go to our Firefox web browser and we go to topology, there is nothing connected at this time. So we're free to set up the next one. The next one we're going to do is a linear topology. So you do sudo mn-topo. Linear. We'll make it a 4-host 4-switch, so -4 --controller equal remote. And then we'll execute a simple ping all command. And we'll go to our Firefox browser, and now you can see the linear topology of the 4-switch 4-host. Go to the monitor, and it is 4-switch 4-host. And so we can just exit that. We'll clean it up. The next one we're going to set up is a 5-host single switch topology. And to do that, we'll just do sudo and then topo space no packets were dropped, so we should be able to see that here in a moment. There we go. And even in the OpenFlow monitor, we can see that now. Something you can do to help yourself learn is do the help command, and you can do help, dump, help. You can do help on any of these commands to learn a little bit about them and do a little self-exploration. So we won't do that now, but something you can do later. We'll do exit, and then we'll clean it up. And now we'll look at our OpenFlow topology, and it is empty once again. So I hope you learned how to download and install Mininet and how to set up some various topologies. And thanks for watching.